to this new exciting video where we'll be covering PICO CSS today. It's a minimal CSS framework for semantic HTML. PICO CSS provides elegant styles for all native HTML elements without classes, and it keeps the web design graceful and simple. PICO CSS provides class light and semantic. It makes use of simple native HTML tags as much as possible. Less than 10 classes are used in PICO. It provides great styles with just CSS, no dependencies, package manager, external files, or JavaScript. Everything that you create with PICO CSS is by default responsive. Light or dark mode. It is shipped with two beautiful color themes automatically enabled according to the user preference. So what exactly PICO CSS is trying to solve here is that a great design should be minimal, fast, and maintainable. Most popular CSS frameworks are bulky, overkill, and hard to customize without hyper-overriding styles. Huge stackings of wrappers and CSS classes are unnecessary for semantic elements. Large and complex CSS file increase memory usage and cause longer style calculations. Basic HTML elements should not require packaging large amounts of dependencies. So you can see that I've created a simple student registration form in HTML. No CSS, nothing, just plain HTML. And if I have to make use of PICO CSS, just one line of code and this form will look awesome. How we are going to do that? Just visit this jsdeliver.com/packages/npm at PICO CSS/PICO, and you can search for PICO CSS website as well, and from that point onwards you will be taken to this page. This is the link that we will be copying, and it's just including the pico.min.css file. Here I've opened up my HTML page, and you can see that it is pretty much just containing one class called container, and other than that we don't have anything else as far as CSS is concerned. So we have our label, input tags, no classes attribute you will find in this form. So it's just a standard HTML page with no CSS. Now if I go ahead and include that link that we copied, save this, and now if I go back to the student registration form, there we go. You can see that each of the input elements that we have is now styled, and that is built in the PICO CSS. So it just picks up the input type and automatically applies styling on it. Even the checkbox that you have over here is stylized. So in case you have written your checkbox code something like this, where you have defined the role as switch, then it will automatically apply that toggle switch feature. And if you just omit it out from here and save this, in that case it is going to provide you the standard checkbox. And if you have this role switch, you'll get the toggle switch over here. So you can see that you don't have to write too much of CSS for these input elements. Even with any other popular library, you have to have some classes applied over here to come up with this output that we have over here. Now you see it's responsive as well. If I just in the debugger console here, I have toggled it, and over here I've selected iPhone 12 Pro, and you can see that the whole page is automatically responsive. I don't have to write a single line of code for different screen sizes, media queries, or anything of that sort. It is just taking care of all such aspects, the basic requirements that we have in today's time as far as web pages are concerned. Most of them are addressed by PICO CSS by default. For that, you don't have to, write additional CSS, as you can see. We'll be covering a few more lectures on PICO CSS because I'm finding it very interesting from a developer's perspective. So stay tuned if you are liking this one.